Alrighty, so I'm gonna be reacting to Brand's video, which is they came after me for this tweet, and the tweet is, well, this is the tweet in the thumbnail, is that BranOnline tweeted that I believe Varka is Alice's husband, and apparently people going after him for it, bro. Like, people going after him for a theory, which is like fucking insane. It's like, it's me saying that I think that Tavat is a bubble universe. Like, am I gonna have to put a fucking gas mask on now because of freaking the toxicity that's gonna be coming, like, in my direction from saying that? Like, Jesus Christ, bro. Like, the Genshin, yeah, I'm like, oh wait, it's the Genshin community. Who would have fucking guessed? But, the thing is, though, it's not even that far-fetched of a, of a tweet. Like, it makes sense. Klee's hair's blonde. Alice's hair's blonde. Varka's hair's blonde. Like, I don't know. And plus, like, isn't it known that, like, Alice's husband's, like, an adventurer who's always on the move and they, like, are never really 100% together because, you know, her husband's always, like, out and about adventuring? What's Varka, question mark? Varka is an adventurer, part of the, I was gonna say Adventurers Guild, but part of the Knights of Favonius. I couldn't remember the name. I was thinking Favonius Guild last night. The Knights of Favonius, who goes around and is literally in Nod Crying, who has been literally out and about for like 3 to 4 years. Like, everything lines up. And the Hexen Circle and the Knights of Favonius and the Animal Archon are all working to get, like, are all, like, in this, like, pact, I guess you could say. I forgot what they called it, to be honest, I forgot. But it's like, and maybe Varka and Alice being together in love maybe had some influence of the success of them working together. Like, it makes sense, you know, but I don't know. Anyway, gotta be honest, the tweet kind of makes sense, but we'll say, Varka, imagine, we'll cut the Varka. Hey, so have you seen my wife, Alice, recently? I was like, oh, okay. That'd be funny.
The Genshin community have decided that it is my time. It is my time to be shunned from the space. The Twitter Genshin community have decided that I'm done. I'm finished, dude. Kind of. Not the whole... It's a loud minority. I'm gonna get into it.
Obviously, yeah.
Tweet. So many people are coming at me. When I show you the tweet, you're probably not gonna believe it. But I will explain. This is the tweet that has the Genshin community up in arms. This is the...
Is it? Sorry, I'm having a freaking, like, my brain's having, like, a freaking aneurysm right now. Jesus Christ. Like, I forgot what I was gonna say, bro. I genuinely forgot what I was gonna say. What the fuck? That was wild. I don't...
believe Varka's Alice's husband, and I want to...
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say, maybe because a lot of people, since we've seen Alice... since we've seen her design, maybe because a lot of people want to fuck Alice, and they're like, oh no, Varka's stealing my wife, my fictional wife.
Be right so bad. A little crackpot theory, if you will.
The thing is, it makes sense.
Because this image that we saw, with Venti stood behind the Church of like the Church of Mozdek, and it looks like a Hexen Circle witch, and Varka looks like it might be officiating a wedding. Honestly, dude, I couldn't give a fuck.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't see this as Alice whatsoever. I don't know where he gets Alice from. This is definitely... I feel like this has to be Barbeloth. Like, this has to be Barbeloth.
If this was a real thing, I just want to believe it because it's fun. It's a fun little crackpot theory, right? And let me start by saying, this is why people are freaking out, really? Yes, I'm telling you. Let me explain something. There is a lot of people that are taking this in good faith and taking it for what it is. A ridiculous crackpot theory that is so
But the thing is, it's a crackpot theory, but it makes sense as well. Like, it's a crackpot theory that actually has some, like, I don't know, some oomph to it, I guess you could say.
Likely to be true, that it's crazy. But I want to believe it because I want to have fun in my video game and come up with a crackpot theory. Okay, so before we get into the comments on my side of things here, I want to go through some of the replies here, okay? Because some people acted in very good faith, and they have really valid points that I want to bring.
Is it? I thought it was canonically known that Alice was, like, with someone.
Bring up, okay? UD, My man said, sadly, they'll never do this if they are meant to be playable. Would be dope, though. I actually agree with it.
Wait, what?
Said, sadly, they'll never do this if they are meant to be playable. Would be dope, though. I actually agree with this. I don't think they would do it if they were meant to be playable. Because, the incel...
Maybe Alice is never going to be playable, you know? Or Varka's never going to be playable. Because you know what you can do with Varka? Go to HSR and play as Aventurine. They're the same fucking person anyway. Bro, Varka's straight up just Aventurine. I'm sorry. Like, I mean, I'm not the only one. Like, Jesus Christ, they look identical from the back. What the hell?
Culture of people not wanting... And this is...
Oh, maybe that's why they haven't seen each other in so long. Because you got... Maybe because he's like a freaking... Oh my god, maybe they broke up because Varka's a gambler. Oh my god, because he's a Aventurine. Oh my god, wait, no, but Aventurine has 100% good luck. So, I actually don't know. That means you wouldn't want to break up with them because they'll always earn money. I don't know.
Meant in a derogatory term. I know incel is kind of a derogatory word, but that's the word
it's
that's
actual...
most typically used on the internet, right? The incel culture where people don't want their playable characters to be canonically in a relationship with somebody else because then they can't self-insert themselves or ship them with other characters.
Cringe.
Right? I think that's very fair. Someone else also said...
No, that's so cringe. Getting mad because, like, you can't ship a character. Like, I think shipping, in a way, to me, it's... Shipping characters, to me, like, is cringe unless it actually kind of makes sense. Like, shipping, like... let's say shipping, like, Shing, Shoen, Raiden, Shogun. It's like, what the fuck? Okay. Like, this just doesn't even make sense at this... like, I don't know... But like shipping Shing Shoen, maybe like I don't know, Chong Yun kind of makes sense. I don't know.
Canonically single at the moment, and that's why Clear's
like shipping Ning Guang and Beidou makes sense. You know?
Jean, to which I said, do you think?
Right.
Also said, isn't Alice canonically single at the moment, and that's why Clear's with Jean? To which I said, do you think Alice left Clea with Jean over a breakup or something? It's more likely she was left with Jean due to Alice not wanting to put Clea in danger due to the nature of her job.
True, she does have a very dangerous job, being, you know, wait, Alice? Oh my god, is Alice a sinner? No, I don't think she is, right? It's Rydaughter. Oh, fucking Jesus Christ, I don't know. Is Alice a sinner? Please let me know. I don't think she is. No, I don't think she is, no.
Her adventurer father too, in my opinion, which I think is very fair. I think that's a good point. She left Clea with Jean because her dad died and she doesn't want her to know yet. Oh, yeah, okay, so this is another part of it. I asked for a source because you should always ask for a source when someone presents something as a fact. They said...
Oh, yeah, they are.
According to Google, he could be dead, but he could not, so I have no clue and no evidence.
According to Google.
Like... I think this guy wasn't exactly acting in bad faith. I think they just used Google as a lore source, I guess.
I mean, look at the name, Jesus.
I don't know. I just found it kind of funny. So
the name is literally Vulnerable Slut. Like, hop on. That's a great name, though. That's funny.
I think they just used Google as a lore source, I guess. I don't know. I just found it kind of funny. So this is another big point.
How dare you use Koji as your profile picture? Clea is... I actually said Clea because this whole conversation is about Clea, Varka. I'm so... Oh my god. I accidentally said Clea because fucking this whole conversation is about fucking Clea, Alice, and Varka, bro. Oh my god, that looks so bad. That looks so bad. Kujing is my... Okay. I was about to say Kujing. Anyway. Fuck's sake.
I think this guy wasn't
I'm getting...
exactly acting in bad faith. I think they just used Google as a lore source, I guess. I don't know.
It's just not a good idea for a video game that doesn't even tell you really canon things. Really?
Funny. So this is another big point. A lot of people... let me try to find something here. So like this one, for example.
Oh.
Sorry to disappoint, but in Clea's character story, it's mentioned that her parents are both adventurers. They left Mondstadt for a long adventure 3 years before the story, and Varka went on his expedition 6 months prior to the start. So it's clear since 1.0 that this is impossible. This is true. This is true. But let me explain why I still think this is a plausible, fun theory. Okay, I said, I get it. I just like to look at this stuff loosely. If Alice, a Hexencircle witch, can be considered an adventurer, why couldn't Varka be considered an adventurer too? And I believe...
Is it Varka, technically? I know he's a part of the Knights of Avonius, but he does go on, like, adventures. Like...
Left 3 years ago on an adventure, but people can...
He's adventuring to, like... Adventure... Oh my god. Whoa. He is adventuring.
if they're the most famousest adventurer in Teyvat, according to Klee, I don't know who else it is at this point. Fun little theory. Somebody else also mentioned that they wouldn't give like a playable character a canon spouse. People are also putting across this.
I mean, we don't know. We don't 100% know if Alice is even ever going to be playable, bro. Like, or like I feel like Varka probably will be, but oh wait, no, that means Varka. Wait, no, don't worry.
Point obviously, but neither.
Yeah, I mean, it's not 100% no Varka or Alice are going to be playable, but
Varka is more than likely going to be playable.
Yeah.
But Alice could easily not be freaking playable, dude. We haven't had a single hex in so.
Yeah, but then that doesn't make sense because if that means that would make sense. Because if you say that Varka is most likely going to be playable, then your theory still doesn't hold up according to like this. Because Varka having a wife would still, not rub people the wrong way.
Member playable, yeah.
Same thing.
Right? So I asked, didn't Hoyo literally do this with Celia and Bronya in Honkai Impact 3rd? Or
Yeah, true. I mean, they literally showed them kissing in the manga, right? They did show them kissing, but that was like so 7, 8, maybe even 9 years ago at this point. I don't think they've done anything like that since.
Or am I crazy? To which they did.
Stream on with Paramount Plus from $6.99 a month.
I know it's a cliche, but in the world of sales, time really is money. Luckily, we found Monday's.
They did. They got reported to the CCP. But they
Wait, did they?
Crazy.
Wait, did they actually for them? No way, they did it for them kissing in the manga, right?
Hey, the player base know what they want, and it is not canonic relationships in their gacha games, apparently.
I mean, even if they stopped like showing them like 100% together, bro, they were hinting at that the whole time anyway. Like, even if you played the game after that point where they kissed in the manga, it was so obvious. They phone called all the time to each other. Like, when they weren't together, they always thought about each other. Like, it was so obvious. Like, they were pushing the canonical shipping, even allegedly after all this like CCP shit happened, like it just like I mean they are canonically together, like we all know that, but in part 2 I don't know, but yeah.
Absolutely wild to me, so I called it weak. I deadass do think that is weak as fuck, to be honest. Alice's husband is an adventurer, so no chance he's Varka. What exactly do we think an adventurer is? I don't think Varka being the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius and leading expeditions with the more famous adventurers means he couldn't also be considered an adventurer. It's such a loose term.
True.
It's a loose term. I don't know. It seems kind of, not hypocritical, but kind of in a sense. I can't think of the right word for it. To say that can't be the case for Varka, but it can be the case for Alice, right? I don't know. Hey, this is a really good theory, by the way. I think this is a phenomenal theory. Probably Klee is a clone of Alice, or is Alice from another timeline? Probably. But even better.
Oh my god, like Theresa and Kiana. No, Theresa and Kiana with Durindal. Hey, that makes sense. I mean, Theresa is like really old. It's just, her body's like stopped aging, right? And then like, wait, that is true, right? Theresa is a clone of like Kiana and Durindal, right? Well, Kiana is a clone of Durindal. Theresa is a clone of Durindal, right? I really hope I got that right.
Klee is Alice's daughter, but I'm not sure if Varka's child. Listen, I would have said this is crazy before we just got the latest trailer.
Yeah, so are people getting mad that Alice has had sex? Like, you're not gonna be her first, bro. You ain't gonna be her first. Like,
right?
Like, you have.
Where basically we kind of think now that either us or Lumine are 500 years apart from each other, and that the Luma fate is now designed to bring those timelines back together so we can actually meet up again and stuff. It's a crazy, crazy thought, but it's very, very interesting that the Sustainer in the beginning, when she cubed us, literally put us in a different timeline. So cool.
We were like, what's the thing when you like in ice, like you freeze, like you can like freeze yourself in ice and you don't age. I forgot what you call that, but Could be like that. With the cubes.
Could definitely be the case with Alice and Klee. It could be. I freaking love this theory. I think I'd rather this theory than mine. Where were some of the unhinged ones, dude? Jesus. A lot of the quote retweets, to be fair. Why would you even think that? Oh, I don't know.
What?
Because it's a fun freaking theory, dude. I'm having fun in a video game. Sorry. Unfortunately, Alice is married to another man. This is the thing. A lot of people.
And who's that question mark? Do you know? Ah, that's
To
right.
think that what I meant by this tweet is that Alice like fucking divorced her ex-husband and got with Varka. But it was never that deep to begin with. I just thought in my head maybe Varka's the same person. And then people rightfully came out and said, not during Pride Month, not that one. People rightfully came out and said like the timelines wouldn't add up and stuff. I do not trust Genshin Impact timelines. I do not trust
It is confusing as fuck.
I think Ufi's just joking around here. Ufi's great. Don't make me tap the sign. Obviously, they're talking about this stuff again, about the Alice meeting Klee's father, another renowned adventurer during her travels, blah, blah, blah. Yes, that adds up. That makes sense. I don't even know what this is supposed to mean. Okay, this person's a dumb motherfucker, by the way. I'm gonna come back to this person. We have people...
Yeah, what the hell?
It's a dumb...
Is it, I mean, Sister Stephen is kind of stupid, but, okay, I wouldn't know. He is nowhere near Sister Stephen's level. Like he's like opposite sides of it, bro.
Motherfucker, by the way. I'm gonna come back to this person. We have people offended at the concept of Alice and Varka being straight.
Oh, just retards and just fucking.
Is like, Alice is straight, canonically, right? Am I missing something here? I'm gonna keep it a butt, dude. I don't give a fuck if a character is fucking.
And of course, I have to put an ugly bitch. Sorry, I shouldn't say that.
Straight or not. It does not affect me. It does not bother me in any way, shape, or form. Brother, I am a human being that has grown up since being a child with a mother who had girlfriends. She now has a loving wife. I have 2 aunts that are also lesbians and married to other women. One of my old best friends, who I still talk to not as regularly as I should, is a gay guy. It's just normal to me. I've grown up with this. This is normal life. It's just normal.
Like, yeah, like being offended by someone being straight or someone being gay / lesbian or someone being like it's just so like, ooh, it's like, bro, like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing with your life? You're getting like mad at someone's like sexual preferences. It's like, okay, like, bro. Touch grass.
Nothing weird or different about it to me. So a lot of these responses really confused the hell out of me. Really confused the hell out of me. This one was funny. Alice's actual husband seeing this be like, this one just made me laugh, dude. People say Varka sees the Hexen Circle as his older sisters, from what I remember.
Okay, can you show us like every dance, please? Like, from what I remember, yeah, you gotta trust a random 12-year-old on Twitter's memory.
And a lot of people were like, well, didn't Varka say that they're literally his sisters? No, I don't think he did. And I'm pretty sure it was an offhand comment by another character in the quest, wasn't it? Not Varka himself. Yeah, Venti said it. But in my head, dude, it's like, if I marry someone and they're in like this super close group of people that you really get along with well, I'd see those as sisters too, right? Not the
that makes sense,
wife,
yeah.
but the other ones. Yeah, like, I don't know. Anyway, that's not a very important point. That's not a very important point. This is very innocent. And this is what I mean, dude. The shipping community for Genshin and everything else, no matter what side of it you look at it from, by the way, I'm not saying this is just like straight people or gay people or
I'm gonna say I'm gonna guess he's gonna say it's unhinged as fuck.
whatever. I'm not saying it's just that. It's just a very loud minority. Chronically online people. This person's like slapping hands in desperation. No! It's Rhindonner! Ryan is Alice's wife! Ah! Tries so hard I throw up on the floor. This is just funny. This is just a funny tweet. This is someone, I assume, not taking it that serious, you know? I read this as a joke. I hope this is a joke.
Yeah, you hope.
Credit, but I really don't think I am. They seem fine. I don't
Oh shit, wait, what the hell? Tectone's live on Twitter? Huh. I didn't know that.
know. They
I didn't know he was starting to go live on Twitter.
to be
Nice.
trolling. Yeah. But I think they are. I think they're just...
Oh man, this video's gonna get massive dislike because Tectone's at least like visible in his stream, bro. His video.
Having a laugh,
shit.
you know, like you should about this kind of stuff. This is funny. Clee having Alice and Varka as her parents would be insane. The OG Nepo baby. Okay, then obviously some people are just like, no, please, no. That's not Alice, though. We don't know who this is, in all fairness. It's to be fair,
We've seen Alice's design, that's the thing. We have seen Alice's design, and like they literally showed it in the stream, and I mean, they wouldn't at least have this tinted red. Like, if Varga and Venti have their actual colors, then why wouldn't Alice have her actual colors, you know? Like, it just wouldn't make sense. And I'm pretty sure Alice is... Maybe I'm fucking forgetting, but I'm pretty sure Alice is, like, a little bit shorter hair. Maybe. Or maybe not. But, anyway, That's not even the clothes she wears. And plus, it's stars, which is like Barbeloth. I don't know. This is just Barbeloth, in my opinion.
Probably fucking not, but we don't know. This person
I
kinda
believe it's
confused me, I'm
Barbeloth.
not gonna cap, dude. They just said man and woman in a room. Kind of insane.
So you're saying, so this person's saying, this person thinks that if a man and woman in a room, like they're together. It's like, no, that's not what he's thinking. And plus, that means it'll be a threesome, and he's not saying that. You know, Venti's there as well. He's not saying that.
Waiting that because I saw a man and a woman in a room that I instantly think that they're married when clearly that was not the case. So I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
did
blocked.
I respond to this one or did I
Nice.
do come back to this one, and I'm basically like, I'm obviously basing it off more than just a mural of a man and woman in a room. Clearly it's people decide to look so surface level when it suits them. Be so fucking for real. This one confused me, dude. I deadass think you shouldn't spread misinfo on your big account and then come to people's accounts with obviously less followers than you have. I respond.
What? Yeah, what? It's what he said. I believe, and I want to be right. He's not saying it's true. Oh God, I'm not gonna say.
To the people that commented under my tweets or quoted me. Who gives a fuck about the follower size when you're interacting with my tweet? And how the fuck am I spreading misinfo when I'm just doing a brain dead theory? Like, are you dumb?
Like he's literally says in the tweet, "I want to be right so bad."
I swear, I'm getting gaslit into thinking I did something sinister here, dude, when I literally just tweeted this out. See how easy it is to believe.
Holy shit! And I just watched the video this morning about like the Woolly Waves community turning to the Genshin community from Tectone. Oh my god, no, the Woolly Waves community is nowhere near this shit, bro. The Woolly Waves community is nowhere near this shit.
A man and a woman existing in one picture or a couple. Like, you don't need to hint or any in-game basis. You people do this for nothing. I don't really understand this one because isn't that literally what everyone does with every character that they end up shipping eventually, or that do end up getting together, or that have heavy ties to it, like Kaveh and Alhaitham? Isn't that the exact same thing?
Yeah,
that
true. Yeah, true. Yeah.
Really every single person does. Why can't a man and woman be friends? What happened to friendship, guys? Natlan happened to friendship first and foremost, but they can. There's plenty of men and women that can be friends. I literally tweet.
Yeah, like the Traveler is friends with a lot of men and women. Venti, I'm pretty sure, probably is friends with men and women.
Because it looks like a freaking wedding. I'm about to have a generational crash out because people are just missing the whole fucking point, dude. It's insane.
I don't think it looks like I don't think it looks like. I mean, kind of a little bit, but I feel like it's more just them like at a meeting looking over and discussing plans for Mondstadt and about Mondstadt's future. I feel like it's more like, you know, where it's like a table, it's like a little miniature sculpture of the place, and then you're discussing like plans or like a war plan or something. It's kind of what this reminds me of, to be honest. Not really them at a wedding, but you know, I kind of see it. I do kind of see it.
Just missing the whole fucking point, dude. It's insane. I think that man and woman in a room person was saying it because that's just a very common thing. As someone who's been active in fandom spaces, anytime a male and female character, or hell, even real people interact in any way, people tend to become much quicker to ship them, and that they than they would be.
I will be right. I know I said this before. The shipping community as a whole is fucking cringe, in my opinion. I feel like almost every single one of them are cringe. Anyway,
gay ships, not saying it applies to you.
I'm sorry. I do think that.
Maybe, but I've seen that with.
I do think. Oh, this is kind of funny since I uninstalled this game today. That's kind of funny.
With queer ships as well, though, like Kaveh and Alhaitham, and then Ningguang and Beidou, like the same shit happened with that, didn't it? I just don't get the problem. I'm not even shipping them. Maybe indirectly, but the whole purpose of this.
I mean, you are kind of shipping them if you want them to be together.
Not the ship two characters, dude. Want to be right so bad? That's what makes your opinion sound so stupid. I couldn't give a fuck. I get that it's a
what?
Theory. It's fun. Varka is gay on my life.
There's the person that puts 2 brackets. Okay.
All right. Het slopping Genshin.
Okay. What is it? Is it because Varka looks like a Venturine and a Venturine's gay as fuck? That's not bad, by the way. But it's like, I mean, obviously we probably know. Probably is heavily situated that a Venturine's gay, and he's saying that because Varka's looks like a Venturine.
Varka is gay on my life.
All he needs is the barcode on his freaking neck now.
All right. Het slopping Genshin yet again. Okay.
What's that even
like,
mean?
Okay,
What?
So people started saying this, and this is what really kind of grinds my gears a little bit. I pray that Genshin never adds a skip button. I really don't need to see an uptick in takes like these. Right?
So he's saying that Brian skips the story when it... when he literally, I mean, like, it's like the most easiest thing to prove that he doesn't skip the story. What?
Right?
And he does a lot of the world quests as well.
Because people are assuming that I just don't understand or know the lore in the game because I'm saying this. And to be fair, to give credit to some people, if they don't actively watch me, fair take. Fair take. But
you can't just assume shit about people.
I explained this in a comment that I'm going to show you all soon. I just want to go through some more brain dead takes in a second. Hold on. Oh yeah, fucking murder straight people and streamers now to save feminism. This is a
Feminism is like... Fucking Jesus
totally
Christ.
hinged community, guys. You're so bad because of this. Tell me about it, Capritano. Crazy, dude. Brand saying this isn't a ship. Bro, you're saying you deadass believe that Varka and Alice are married. How is that not a ship? Okay, so let me explain this to you in layman's terms, or razor language, as you might call it. So I can believe that two people are in a relationship based on my own theories about the lore in the game and not be shipping them.
Hashtag
because to
Totoro.
ship them, don't... maybe I'm wrong here because I don't take part in shipping fucking culture for this very fucking reason. When you ship someone, isn't that like when you're like a fan of the couple, or like you put them together because you want them to be together? Isn't that the thing? Isn't that what it is? Because I couldn't give a fuck who Alice is married to or who Varka.
Yeah, like it doesn't really.
Of that is a thing. I don't care. I just think it's interesting lore, dude. And again, more stuff I'll explain in a second. I know I'm putting this off a lot, but maybe when this is a YouTube video, I'm going to have to timestamp it, dude. Maybe I'm going to have to timestamp it. So I said, a lot of people pointing out timelines. I just want to say, I'm disregarding timelines due to Alice being Alice and seemingly knowing far too much about the current timeline and the future. Now with the 5.7 trailer, time seems as fickle as ever. I'm 100% expecting to be wrong. I just want to believe it for fun. A lot of these quote retweets are after this fact, by the way.
Oh, God.
This is my entire point, dude. This is just a crackpot for fun theory. It's not grounded in reality at all in terms of the current in-game lore. I said, I just like fun theories, even if they're unrealistic. I don't trust Teyvat timelines, and I don't fully trust the info we have on the Hexen Circle members. I'm not stating any facts. I'm saying I believe in something fun. I want to be right, not that I expect to be. It's mindless fun. Oh yeah, so in terms of the timeline of stuff, I was very confused at some point because people kept talking about timelines and stuff and that it's impossible to happen, like it can't be done, which I do understand. However, the whole thing with timelines in this goddamn video game is that they get fucked around with so much, you never know what is the actual truth.
I mean, yeah, who knows? Like, forget it. The Hexen Circle are literally studying Urban Soul. Who knows what the Hexen Circle have done to Urban Soul, bro? Like, the Hexen Circle could just change the timeline in a snap of a finger by adding stuff and removing stuff from Urban Soul. Lamine is gonna change the fucking timeline, for God's sake. Like, it's so easy to change the timeline in Hoyoverse games because this is a... I don't know.
I want y'all to look at Scaramouche as an example.
Yeah.
And Erminsoul manipulation and shit like that. People were saying, I think at this point, if Varka was Klee's dad, Klee would have voice lines about it. That's assuming Klee even knows, right? If that was a thing. It could easily just be Erminsoul manipulation. Scaramouche did the same thing. Character voice lines got rewritten and added into the game. So yeah, I said, a lot of people mad at this, but hear me out. I never said it was realistic or even possible with the current canon lore. What is possible can change at any time with Erminsoul or time manipulation, especially after the new 5.7 trailer, dude. Kind of crazy. So this is just a cope for fun theory, but the amount of people mad at this because it's a pairing up two characters that are male and female is astounding. And this goes both ways. I fully understand that this goes both ways. Obviously, I'm sure there's a lot of people that shit on queer ships as well, 100%. But that's not the topic of this conversation. I did say
And both ways, it's cringe.
I've heard previously that this is a problem within the community, but honestly, never seen it firsthand. We're better than this. It's a fun little game theory based on a mural and copium brainrot fun. You should have given fair disclosure that it's a fun theory, not canon. Deadass thought it was obvious, cleared it up afterwards, people didn't give a shit. Oh my god, wait, I found it, I think. Yes, it was in this one. It was in this one. After I said that I was looking at things loosely from a theory point of view, and that if Alice can be considered an adventurer while also being a Hexen Circle witch, why not Varka too? Someone said because he's the Grandmaster of the Knights, not an adventurer?
Yeah, but he's literally adventuring to not cry.
Busy training people during the past few years for his expedition, including Mika, for example. If you want to ship something, at least don't dismiss canon. I said this...
Yeah, he literally is...
This isn't a ship.
He's trading...
Or dismissing canon. This is me having a fun theory and delving into the possibility of Teyvat's timelines being messed up, which we have evidence of from the latest trailer and the whole Inazuma tree being planted in the past 500 years ago. It's for fun, right? We have seen in the game that time can be altered on more than one occasion. Never once did I say it was canon. I said I believe that this is a thing and I want to be right. I would like this to be canon. I never said it was. Oh yeah, I said either way, the whole idea of shipping something most of the time does dismiss canon, does it not? Why is it a problem when I present a fun theory, but not for other non-canon ships? Which I think is the most valid fucking point.
Yeah, I mean, true. Yeah, 100%.
They're telling me to respect canon while thinking that I'm shipping.
Like, we all know that fucking Carve and Alhaitham aren't actually fucking together, but we just say that as a joke because they act like an old married couple who just argue all the fucking time. Like, it's funny because they argue all the time. Like, come on.
Them. But isn't the whole point of ships to go against canon? So they said because your theory is straight up dismissing real facts in game and saying they don't exist. Other shippers acknowledge canon while modifying small things for their ships. You don't.
What? That doesn't make fucking
sense. It's because I'm not shipping them. I'm not directly shipping them. That was not the point of the fucking tweet. Stupid. I did say, would you have said the same about previous theories that go against currently known in-game facts, like Scaramouche being able to traverse Irminsul and rewrite history, etc.? It's a problem because you have a problem with it. I'm having fun. They said keywords previous theories and currently known in-game. You know the timeline doesn't change IRL, right? But here's the thing. Kind of fucking does.
I mean,
know from the Sakura tree being planted 500 years ago at the time while we were playing that it altered the existing timeline a little bit. We know that the Irminsul manipulation alters the existing goddamn timeline. But I'm the law skipper. I said the previous theories were before Irminsul was a known thing. People, like, if people would have theorized, which I'm pretty sure they did, I'm pretty sure Ashikai did. I'm pretty sure... Didn't Ashikai literally theorize that Scaramouche was gonna,
Even that the Legend Pocket was so happy granting anime vision.
Become playable and stuff and become good and everything before Irminsul was even known. I know people theorize about Scaramouche becoming playable and stuff and becoming a better character and stuff. Way before at least the time manipulation of Irminsul was known. By the way, Alice is not affected by Irminsul. I know that. I know Alice herself is not affected by Irminsul. But yeah, so I was like,
but Clay could be.
Were before Irminsul was a known thing, so they were like, yeah, checks out. Yeah, it does check out. People were theorizing before knowing canon. You're theorizing despite knowing canon. Can't you see the difference here? I'm gonna blow your mind real quick. Before knowing about Irminsul manipulation...
Nothing is fucking canon at this point, bro. You could say you could say the most random shit and it's possibly could be canon because, you know... Irminsul, and plus we don't know the future of the game. Like, anything could happen.
It would have been canon that the past couldn't have been changed or manipulated. That's my entire goddamn point. Like, go back to Inazuma when we didn't know about the Irminsul time manipulation bullshit. If you go back to Inazuma or any other previous nation, and if you were to theorize at that point, oh my god, I think a character is gonna, like, rewrite history by going into this data bank tree, would you have said the same thing? Would you have said, well, that's not based on canon law, so it can't happen? Bro, we learn new things every fucking patch about the timeline of this goddamn game.
Yeah, like, things change. Yeah, things change every patch. Like...
problem in my theory. And why is it such a big problem to this person? They said, no, but voila, you must be trolling because there's no way otherwise. How could you not even understand what you're saying yourself? They said there's a huge difference between, okay, this happened, but I think this is funnier or better, and this didn't happen. We don't know if it happened. Timelines are fucked up, therefore it probably didn't happen.
Yeah, we don't know that it happens.
So I asked, where did I say something didn't happen? It's a theory. I ain't committing this to factual evidence. Your whole thing since the beginning, and the reason why people argue with you is because you said we don't know if. Fact stated extremely clearly. Actually happened, so theory might have happened. Like, no, it's not a fact. I just said we...
Theories are like never canon. Theories are like a thought of like what might happen due to like other things. But a theory is like one of the hundreds of possibilities that could happen. We don't 100% know until it actually happens. Like, until it actually happens in the game. Like, a theory in itself is never canon.
We don't know. We don't know what could happen.
Yeah, exactly. We don't.
What are you up to?
Just about to double our network.
Wow.
We don't know what could happen in the future. We don't. Oh, yeah, and then they said...
Well, leakers do.
It's called shipping, literally. And Teyvat's timeline being messed up doesn't change anything from the past few years. Unlike the Sakura or the trailer changes...
That's being messed up doesn't change anything from the past few years. That is just completely wrong. Because altering Irminsul literally alters everything it alters everything. Like Ruka Nevada being like wiped from Irma's soul literally changed the past, the present, and the future. Like people think now from the present to the future that Nahida cleared the oh my god, I forgot the name of it. The black goo shit. The forbidden knowledge. Like people think like Nahid has done that now. Like
Did things from 500 years ago. Brother, up until the quest, we didn't know that time was changed. What is to say that in 2 patches, 5 patches, 10 patches, we get another quest where we go back to freaking before Monster and they change something else? That's my point. I said that's...
oh my god. It's like Fate, bro. It's gonna be like Fate, where like every single part 2 of Genshin is just the same thing with a different timeline. Oh my god, it's gonna be like Fate Stay Night.
why this is a theory. We don't know what is, has, or will be affected by time manipulation. Theory straight up false since it goes against canon.
How long did you talk to this? How long did you message this guy? Holy shit, comment to
What's
this
hard to
guy.
understand. They just could not accept the fact that it's a for fun theory, where the canon right now, I agree. But they don't get that the story's gonna progress from this point. Genshin's not fucking over when Skirt comes out, gamers. Not Christ still gonna happen. Shadow's still gonna happen. Kamriel's still gonna happen. Celestia will probably fucking happen. As a brother, I can happily see the fact.
I was literally gonna say the next thing he'll say, but he'll say it so quickly, I don't even get a chance to say.
the game point towards it not being the case, while still saying I don't trust time and it has the possibility of being changed without us knowing. That's the point. Don't call me brother, at least check pronouns. They had the pronouns in their pinned tweet, not in their bio, so I checked their bio beforehand and
Wait, they have it. Why do you have it in a pinned tweet? Like what? Oh my god, are people getting that offended over like fucking people accidentally like calling them something different is so cringe. I want to let everyone know. I'll show you what I fucking did to my ex's channel right now. You want to see what I did? I think it's fucking hilarious. Look at them right now, so I put on them, right? These are the most retarded shit I've ever seen in my life, bro. This is so dumb. Like, I did this for fun. This is funny. You have to call me a ZA pervert. Sorry, that's too fucking funny in my opinion. Sorry.
obviously I didn't see. So I apologize for that. So it doesn't change my point. And then
And I guess I guess their ones
please
is
check pronouns.
She, they. That's fine.
They had the pronouns in their pin
That's fine.
not in their
Well,
bio,
they is
so I checked their
fine,
bio beforehand.
She makes
and-
sense.
obviously I didn't see. So I
I
apologize
mean, she, they. Like, if you have she, that means you're just a girl.
for that. So it doesn't change my point. And then the
I mean, and they. I mean, everyone can be known and said as they. Like, they went to the park. Like, that's just normal English. What? Wait, she, they. That's just normal English. That's just how normal someone would respond to you anyway.
dumbest thing of them all. And Viv, I know you're in chat right now, and you're probably going to be just as offended by this Zion because it's fucking brain dead. The dumbass motherfucker that I mentioned earlier that cannot separate fiction from goddamn reality. Where is this tweet? Hold on. People are so fucking
Let's
weird,
see.
dude. Here we go. We should straight ship Bran's girlfriend with another man. Should be no issue, right? It's all headcanon and for fun.
What? That is the most weirdest shit. That's just straight up just weird.
Winky face.
Oh, it's sad.
Now, the one like with 744 views and 17 comments kind of tells you the reception to this. Absolute fucking weirdo behavior. Cringe, chronically online motherfucker who needs to get off the goddamn internet. Absolutely fucking weird. Separate fiction from reality. They are two different things. This is a video game we're talking about. I don't
12-year-olds.
You're going to attack people, by the way, just as a heads up. Enough people are calling them out on their weird fucking bullshit here. Absolutely. Already. Bro, all of this, let me remind y'all, all of this because I put a tweet out saying I believe Varka is Alice's husband and I want to be right so bad because of an image where it looks like Vent is officiating some kind of ceremony behind a church. The tweet that sunk the
I mean, it's a church.
And again, I know this is a fucking loud minority and the majority of the Genshin players...
Is the statue straight on? That's the thing. No. Like, I was seeing if they actually have the statue angled like in the actual game, and it looks like it kind of is.
Community are not like this, but holy fuck, dude, this is the first time people have like come at me for this kind of thing. I am not faltering, by the way. I don't think I'm wrong in any sense of the matter, because it's a for fun, brain dead, fucking brain rot theory. Where was this hate when Ashikai thought fucking, what was it, Zhongli was monogamous? Is it because that wasn't to do with a relationship? Is that why? It's insane.
No, it's because Ashikai is a girl, and women don't get as much hate as men. Stop.
I hope in like 7.0, dude, we get a quest where Alice is like,
As you saw by the phenomenon, the venom. I fucking can't even say it. What. I just need to stop. My brain's like going being fried at this point.
People on fucking
feminist
bullshit magic. Look at this. When I married Varka, and now it's canon. Closest we've got to a family in this game, by the way. And by the way, could I just put this out there? Closest thing we've got to like a full family team was people made jokes about it back when Fontaine was out. It was literally Nouvelet. I made jokes about it. It was Nouvelet as the mother, Risley as the father, and Sigewinne as the kid. I have a dead ass question. Was there like
What the fuck? That's insane.
controversy at the time from
That's insane.
straight people? I would assume there probably was. Was there controversy at the time from straight people?
That's actually not possible because Sigewinne is a lot older than Risley.
And like, oh yeah, this is fucking wrong. There was? Yeah. So it's a problem on both fucking sides. Grow up, you chronically online bitches.
Yeah, it's double standard, right? It's people who like want you to be wrong, but they're not wrong, even though you guys are believing in the same shit in a way.
My god. Welcome to my generational crash out based on a hit tweet. The end.
Yeah.
Everyone has.
Oh god. Oh Jesus Christ. Oh, I really want to know if like. Actually, it's not Twitter. It's X. Get it right. Oh my god, man. I mean, yeah, that's obviously a theory, yeah. Man, people, like, I believe that the shipping community is like, I think like 99% of people in the shipping community, in any shipping community, are cringe as fuck. My opinion, anyway.